My friends, allow me to share with you something that I believe is absolutely essential to living a life of true fulfillment and meaning, the art of making your family proud. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Jim, why should I care about that? Shouldn't I be focused on myself and my own personal growth first and foremost? And you know what? You're absolutely right. Self-improvement, self-discovery, and becoming the best version of ourselves. That's the foundation. That's the bedrock upon which everything else must be built. But here's the thing, my friends, when we make the choice to invest in our own growth and transformation, when we commit to that journey of constant evolution and expansion, we create a ripple effect that has the power to inspire and uplift those closest to us. And there's no one more important in our family. The people who have been with us since the very beginning. The ones who have witnessed our triumphs and our struggles, our highs and our lows. You see, when we make the choice to step into our power, to become the embodied manifestation of our highest potential, we send a message to our loved ones that says, I believe in myself, and I believe in you too. We ignite a flame within them, a spark of inspiration that can help them to see the boundless possibilities that lie within their own lives. And let me tell you, my friends, there is no greater gift that you can give to your family than that. There's no greater legacy that you can leave behind than the courage, the confidence, and the unwavering sense of self-belief that you've cultivated within yourself and then shared with them. Now, I know that for some of you, this might feel like a tall order. I know that there can be so much resistance, so much conditioning and programming that tells us we're not good enough, that we'll never be able to live up to the expectations of our families. But let me tell you something, that's all just a big fat lie. It's because the truth is, the only person who can truly define your worth, your value, and your potential is you. And when you start to internalize that truth, when you start to really embody it and live it on a daily basis, you'll begin to see the world around you transform in ways you never thought possible. Doors will start to open, opportunities will present themselves, and you'll find yourself moving through life with a grace and ease and an inspired action that may have once felt completely out of reach. And as you continue to reinforce and strengthen these new patterns, as you deepen your commitment to your own personal growth, you'll watch in awe as your family starts to take notice. They'll see the changes in you, the way you carry yourself, the way you approach life's challenges. And they'll be inspired, my friends. They'll be moved to action to step into their own power and start to redefine what's possible for themselves. Because when they see you doing it, when they witness the transformation that's unfolding within you, they'll know deep down that they can do it too. And that, my friends, that is the true power of making your family proud. It's not about seeking their approval or validation. It's about demonstrating to them through your own journey of self-discovery and self-actualization that they too have the capacity to become the best versions of themselves. Because you see, at the end of the day, we're all interconnected. We're all part of the same vast, interdependent web of energy and information. And when one person starts to shift, when one person starts to align themselves with the higher frequencies of love, joy, and inner power, it has a ripple effect that can touch the lives of those around them in the most profound and lasting way. And let me tell you, there's no greater gift you can give your family than that. No greater legacy you can leave behind than the inspiration and the courage you've instilled within them to go out and create the life of their dreams. It's because when they see you doing it, when they witness the transformation that's unfolding within you, they'll know deep down that they can do it too. But here's the thing, my friends, this isn't about some overnight change, some magical transformation that's going to solve all of your problems in an instant. No, this is about a lifelong commitment. A daily practice of showing up, of doing the work, of consistently challenging your own limitations and pushing the boundaries of what you believe to be possible. Because the truth is, we are all works in progress. We are all on a constant journey of self-discovery, of self-improvement, of uncovering the deepest, most authentic expression of who we truly are. And the beauty of this process is that there is no finish line, no ultimate destination that we are racing towards. Instead, it's about savoring the journey itself, about finding joy and fulfillment in the day-to-day work of constantly bettering ourselves, of pushing our own boundaries and expanding our own horizons. And when you start to do that, when you start to truly embody this way of being, the shifts that you'll begin to experience will be nothing short of astounding. Suddenly, the challenges and obstacles that may have once felt insurmountable start to melt away. The self-doubt and insecurity that may have plagued you start to dissipate, replaced by a deep and unwavering sense of self-trust and inner authority. And as you continue to reinforce and strengthen these new patterns, as you deepen your commitment to this transformative process, you'll watch in awe as your own personal shift starts to ripple outward, touching the lives of those around you in the most profound and lasting way. You see, my friends, at the deepest level, we are all connected. We are all part of the same vast, interconnected web of energy and information. And when you start to shift your own personal frequency, when you start to align yourself with the higher vibration of self-acceptance and self-love, you send out a ripple effect that has the power to transform not just your own life, but the lives of those around you as well. It's like you're becoming a beacon, a lighthouse, shining your light out into the world and inspiring others to do the same. And as more and more of us start to embody this energy, as we start to consciously work on forging these unbreakable habits of self-trust and inner authority, we create a critical mass of transformation that has the potential to change the very fabric of our society, our culture, and our world. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Jim, how do I actually get there? How do I go from being this insecure, self-doubting mess to becoming this embodied manifestation of self-love and inner power? And let me tell you, my friends, it ain't gonna be easy. In fact, it's gonna be one of the hardest things you ever do. But let me also tell you this, it's gonna be worth every single goddamn second. Because the truth is, the journey to making your family proud, to cultivating that deep, unwavering sense of self-trust and inner authority is not just about achieving some specific outcome or goal. No, it's about completely redefining your relationship with yourself, with the world around you, and with the very nature of existence itself. It's about stripping away all the layers of conditioning, all the stories and the beliefs that we've been spoon-fed our entire lives. It's about getting real, getting raw, and getting to the core of who we truly are, beyond all the masks, all the facades, all the bullshit that we've been hiding behind for far too long. And let me tell you, my friends, when you start to do that work, when you start to peel back those layers and really get to know yourself on the deepest possible level, the transformations that you'll experience will be nothing short of mind-blowing. Suddenly, the world around you starts to shift, to respond to your newfound energy, your newfound sense of purpose and direction. Doors start to open, opportunities start to present themselves, and you find yourself moving through life with a grace, an ease, and an inspired action that may have once felt completely out of reach. But here's the thing, this ain't about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. No, this is about taking radical ownership, about becoming the CEO of your own life. It's about consciously cultivating the habits, the mindsets, and the disciplines that keep you grounded, centered, and in a constant state of growth and evolution. Because let me tell you, the journey to making your family proud is not an easy one. It's going to require you to dig deep, to face your fears, to confront the demons that have been holding you back for far too long. But let me tell you something. When you start to do that work, when you start to really peel back the layers and get to the core of who you are, the rewards are absolutely off the charts. Because suddenly you realize that the only validation you've ever needed, the only self-worth you've ever required, has been within you all along. It's like you've been carrying this treasure, this boundless well of power and potential, and you've just been waiting for the right moment to unlock it. And let me tell you, my friends, that moment is now, because the world needs you. The world is begging for you to step up and become the embodied manifestation of this transformative energy. So what are you waiting for? The time is now, my friends. The time is now to shed the old, to embrace the new, to step into the fullest, most authentic expression of who you truly are. It's because when you do, when you start to make your family proud by embodying this energy of self-trust and inner authority, the ripple effects that you'll create will be nothing short of astounding. It's like you're becoming a lightning rod, channeling this powerful, transformative energy and sending it out into the world. And as more and more of us start to do the same, as we come together in this collective mission of self-discovery and self-actualization, we'll start to see the walls crumbling, the old paradigm shifting, the very fabric of our society transforming before our eyes. Because you see, my friends, the truth is that we are living in a world that is desperately in need of transformation. A world that is plagued by fear, by doubt, by a pervasive sense of scarcity and limitation. And when we make the choice to step into our power, to become the embodied manifestation of our highest potential, we don't just transform our own lives. We have the power to transform the world around us. It's like we're becoming the captains of our own ships, navigating uncharted waters with a sense of courage, clarity, and unwavering determination. And as we start to set sail, as we start to blaze new trails and carve out new paths, we'll inspire those around us to do the same. Our families, our friends, our communities, they'll see the changes that are unfolding within us, and they'll be moved to action. They'll be inspired to confront their own fears, to shed their own limiting beliefs, and to start to redefine what's possible for themselves. And let me tell you, my friends, there is no greater gift that you can give to your loved ones than that. No greater legacy that you can leave behind than the courage, the confidence, and the unwavering sense of self-belief that you've cultivated within yourself and then shared with them. Because when they see you doing it, when they witness the transformation that's unfolding within you, they'll know deep down that they can do it too. They'll see that the only person standing in the way of their dreams is themselves, and that by embracing the same qualities of self-trust, self-love, and inner authority that you've cultivated, they can unlock a whole new world of possibility. And let me tell you, the ripple effects of that kind of transformation are truly incalculable. Because when we start to shift the consciousness of those closest to us, when we start to ignite the flame of inspiration and empowerment within our families, we're not just changing their lives, we're changing the world. We're creating a critical mass of transformation that has the power to redefine the very fabric of our society, our culture, and our way of life. Because let's be honest, my friends, the world as we know it is in desperate need of a makeover. We're living in a time of rampant fear, division, and disconnection, and it's up to us, the change makers, the trailblazers, to step up and be the catalyst for a new paradigm. And when we do that, when we start to embody this energy of self-trust and inner authority, and then share it with those closest to us, the ripple effects are truly unstoppable. Suddenly, we're not just changing our own lives. We're changing the lives of our families, our communities, and ultimately, the world at large. Because you see, my friends, we are all connected. We are all part of the same vast, interdependent web of energy and information. And when one person starts to shift, when one person starts to align themselves with the higher frequencies of love, joy, and inner power, it has a ripple effect that can touch the lives of countless others. And let me tell you, there is no greater satisfaction, no deeper sense of fulfillment than knowing that the work you've done on yourself, the personal growth and transformation you've experienced, is now serving as a beacon of inspiration and empowerment for those you love the most. Because when your family sees you stepping into your power, when they witness the way you're carrying yourself, the way you're approaching life's challenges, they can't help but be moved. They'll see the confidence, the clarity, the unwavering sense of purpose that's radiating out from you, and they'll be inspired to do the same. They'll be inspired to confront their own fears, to shed their own limiting beliefs, and to start to redefine what's possible for themselves. And as they do that, as they start to unlock their own inner reservoirs of power and potential, you'll watch in awe as the ripple effects continue to spread, touching the lives of those around them in the most profound and lasting way. Because you see, my friends, the truth is that we are all here for a reason. We all have a unique and vital role to play in the grand tapestry of existence. And when we make the choice to step into that role, to become the embodied manifestation of our highest calling, we don't just transform our own lives, we transform the world around us. We become the beacons of light, the torchbearers, leading the way for those who are still stumbling in the dark. We become the catalyst for a new paradigm, a new way of being that is rooted in self-trust, self-love, and an unwavering commitment to personal growth and evolution. And let me tell you, my friends, there is no greater honor, no greater privilege than to be one of those catalysts, to be the one who lights the way, who ignites the spark of inspiration within the hearts and minds of those you love the most. Because when you do that, when you make the choice to step up and become the best version of yourself, you're not just changing your own life, you're changing the world. You're becoming a living, breathing testament to the fact that true, lasting change is possible, that the walls of fear, doubt, and limitation that have been keeping us all trapped for far too long can be shattered once and for all. And as more and more of us start to embody this energy, as we come together in this collective mission of self-discovery and self-actualization, we'll start to see the very fabric of our society transform before our eyes. So let me ask you, my friends, what are you waiting for? The time is now, the world is calling, and your family is waiting with bated breath to see the embodied manifestation of your highest potential. Because when they see you stepping into that power, when they witness the way you're carrying yourself, the way you're approaching life's challenges, they'll be inspired. They'll be moved to action to step into their own power and start to redefine what's possible for themselves. And that, my friends, that is the true legacy that we can leave behind. Not just the material wealth or the accolades or the achievements, but the inspiration, the courage, and the unwavering sense of self-belief that we've cultivated within ourselves and then shared with those we love the most. Because at the end of the day, my friends, the only thing that truly matters is the positive impact that we have on the lives of those around us. The ways in which we've made a difference, the ripple effects that we've set in motion through our own personal growth and transformation. And let me tell you, when you start to see those ripple effects, when you start to witness the way your family is being uplifted and empowered by your own journey of self-discovery, there is no greater feeling in the world. It's like you're tapping into something deeper, something more profound than you ever thought possible. It's like you're becoming a conduit for a higher power, a vessel for a transformative energy that is just waiting to be unleashed upon the world. And when you start to align yourself with that energy, when you start to embody it in every aspect of your life, the sky's the limit, my friends. The sky's the limit. So let's not waste another moment. Let's get to work. Let's start making our families proud, and let's change the world. One heart, one mind, one family at a time. Because the truth is, the world needs us. The world is begging for us to step up and become the embodied manifestation of this transformative energy. And when we do, my friends, when we make the choice to shed the old, to embrace the new, and to step into the fullest, most authentic expression of who we truly are, the ripple effects will be nothing short of astounding. Doors will open, opportunities will present themselves, and you'll find yourself moving through life with a grace, an ease, and an inspired action that may have once felt completely out of reach. Because you see, my friends, this isn't just about you anymore. This isn't just about your own personal growth and transformation. No, this is about something so much bigger, so much more profound. This is about igniting a flame within your family, within your community, that has the power to transform the very fabric of our society. It's about becoming a beacon of light, a shining example of what's possible when we align ourselves with the higher frequencies of love, joy, and inner power. And as more and more of us start to do the same, as we come together in this collective mission of self-discovery and self-actualization, we'll start to see the walls crumbling, the old paradigms shifting, and a new world emerging before our very eyes. It's like we're becoming the architects of a better future, the visionaries who are shaping the world that our children and grandchildren will inherit. And let me tell you, my friends, there is no greater purpose, no greater calling than that. Because when you make your family proud, when you step into the fullest expression of who you truly are, you're not just changing your own life. You're changing the lives of those around you. And ultimately, you're changing the world. So let's get to work, my friends. Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's dig deep, and let's start making our families proud. Because the truth is, the world needs us. The world is begging for us to step up and become the embodied manifestation of this transformative energy. And when we do, when we start to ignite that flame within our loved ones, when we start to inspire them to unlock their own inner reservoirs of power and potential, the possibilities are truly endless. The sky's the limit, my friends. And the time to act is now. So let's not waste another moment. Let's go out there and make it happen. Let's rewrite the story. Let's shatter the limitations, and let's become the change we wish to see in the world. Because when we do, my friends, the world will never be the same. Thank you, and let's get to work.